APJ Abdul Kalam, whose projects in space, defense, and nuclear technology guided India into the 21st century, became our 11th president in 2002. In his autobiography, Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood. Here is an extract from his autobiography. Abdul Kalam was born into a middle-class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram. His father, Jainulabdin, did not possess formal education or wealth. Yet, he possessed great wisdom and he was a man of generosity of spirit. He was a man who was simple and strict. He used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. However, Abdul Kalam was provided with all the necessities in terms of food, medicine, or clothes. His mother Ashiyamma was also a generous woman who fed lot of people every day. He says, "I do not recollect the exact number of people my mother fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together." Abdul Kalam was a short boy with undistinguished looks, born to a tall and handsome parents. They lived in their ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. Their house was a fairly large Pakka house, which was made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. We all know that Abdul Kalam was a boy who supplied newspapers to houses. Let us see how he got the job. It was the time of Second World War in 1939. He was 8 years old then. For reasons which he has never been able to understand, there was a sudden demand for tamarind seeds in the market. He used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Mosque Street. A day's collection would fetch him 1 anna. His brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell him stories about the war, which he would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani newspaper. Their area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon, India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. The first casualty came in the form of the suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram station. Now, the newspapers had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. His cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram, had to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles, and Abdul Kalam filled the slot naturally. Samsuddin helped him earn his first wages. Half a century later, Abdul Kalam says, "I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time." So this is how the little boy started his journey as a newspaper distributor, and later he became a great scientist and finally the President of India. Isn't his life an inspiring one? Keep waiting for the next episodes. I'll meet you soon. Thank you and bye-bye.